Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we want to take a look at the season of Tribe Gaming in the Clan War League and take a look at a couple of attacks over there. Since I showed already of mine, I will show a couple of the other guys. And well, but first off, we have a new event right now which is going on, and you can see that in your event bar, which is the 10-year anniversary for Supercell. As you guys noticed, like the last remaining couple of weeks, there was always like a big 10 when you're starting off your game or when you're starting off any Supercell game. And well, they're turning 10 years. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, there are some nice offers in the trader. For example, today there's a free shovel of obstacle. And well, the event is remaining for like 4 more days. So let's see what is coming next. I think we had already something similar last year. For like the channel 13, like going into channel 13. So let's see what is happening over here. Maybe a nice book of heroes or something like that. And well, there's some nice offers as well. Even though you have to say like the 10 times value, whatever, is a little bit fake, because to be honest, though, those gold amounts are already they're pretty over expensive in Clash of Clans. So the 10 time value might not be really accurate on that one. But either way, if you're buying any of those things, for example, the offers, make sure to use a creator code with going your settings, more settings, and then at the bottom with the creator boost code. If you want to support me, make sure to type in Itsu or any other creator out there. One thing which I noticed not too many people actually know, which was kind of surprising to me, those creator codes work for all Supercell games, which means basically when you're typing in Itzy, you can do that in Clash of Clans, in Brawl Stars. I think Clash Royale has the creator code as well. So in all those games, for example, yesterday there was a huge update in Brawl Stars with the new Brawl Pass. You can see that over here. I'm actually still playing a little bit of Brawl Stars as well, and obviously I bought the Brawl Pass. So if you're buying those things and you want to support me, you can do that easily. So thank you guys so much for all the support. But now, enough shoutouts and everything. Let's get into the war. Let's get into the Clan War League. And to be honest, we didn't have the best season over here. We finished on the second place, and I feel like the motivation with having so many tournaments going on right now, like community based, the motivation for the Clan War League isn't that high. I don't know. I think a lot of other players feel the same way. So those tournaments, or like the community tournaments, mainly are like for a little bit of money as well. So I don't know. It shouldn't be any excuse or like whatever. But that's just how I feel right now. The clan, Elliot was going crazy, like the madman over there. I was not doing too hard, to be honest. I was like always, whenever I needed a video, I was like, okay, today I need to triple. And I actually went, I think, for all of my videos, I went perfect with them. I had 2 triples because I needed 2 videos of this clan. And then I had like 1 star as well. And like whenever I didn't have to record, I was doing super poorly. So either way, thank you guys for sticking with me, even though I'm not doing too hard. But we want to watch someone today who was doing pretty well, and that was Evecheck. And since, like I said, I already showed off my triples of this season, weren't too many, so it was kind of easy. But we want to showcase a couple of Evecheck's triples as well. And he did a big variety of attacks. For example, Sui Lalo, Queen Judge Lalo, Queen Judge Hybrid and stuff like that. So we want to take a look at a couple of those and see what he did and see what we can take away from him. Because actually he did attack a couple of kind of familiar bases, which are kind of common in Legend League, etc. So let's see what he's doing. On the first one, which he's attacking right now, he's going to do the Sui Lalo. He's actually sending a couple of too many wall breakers for the Sui, which is activated the Town Hall, which is never a good thing. But, well, we already saw the results, so it should be still a 3-star, but let's see how exactly this is working. So the Queen is locking onto the Town Hall. He's starting off with his Queen ability as soon as the freeze is running out of the Ice Golem to make sure that his Queen is not taking too much damage. And now the next thing for him is starting off with the Giant and the Royal Champion at the top side. And because this Inferno Tower is set to multi, this is an easy target for the Royal Champ. So we will have to see how exactly the single Inferno Tower nerf, which is coming, I guess, soon, will impact the meta right now and everything. But right now, the multi-Inferno Towers are not doing too good, to be honest. So, well, let's see how those works. Either way, now he's starting with his Lalo, coming in with the second Lava Hound kind of early into the enemy queen, using a rage and a poison early on to make sure that all of those lava pups, you can see there are tons and tons of lava pups, killing the queen like in a second. He had even a skeleton spell over there as well. And now the Slammer's like the next thing for the Slammer to go for is the Royal Champion. That's like the goal right now. Meanwhile, the Warden is flying around a bit without knowing exactly where to go. Now the Warden ability, and now all of the dudes are getting into the backhand. He still has like 1 haste and 2 freezes. The reason why he's bringing so many freezes on this one, take a look at those freeze spells. They're perfect. Like on a multi-inferno tower and a scatter shot, that's perfect value over there. So nicely done. And obviously like this heroic, this MVP Warden over here with tanking the wizard tower, which means the loons are staying healthy over here. I think otherwise this might have been a fail. But this Warden saving the attack with tanking the wizard tower over there. I think the rest of the attack we can speed through that a little bit faster because we have still a little bit more attacks to go. And that was like the first triple which he did, and it was with Sui Lalo. So let's take a look at the next attack, which is going to be in war number 3 and on number 1. Yes, there we go. So this is going to be the next attack, and this is pretty common base. Like this base is pretty common, and he's once again using those super goblins. Those super goblins, actually, you should never underestimate them. I feel like if I would have to do a ranking on the super troops, it would be like super ball breakers, close in behind the super goblins, and then like with a huge gap like the super giants and the super barbarians. But those 2 super troops are actually super useful. Nice. I mean, you see what I did there? No, but actually those are super strong, and the reason behind that is that you can actually funnel so well with the super goblins. For example, the big issue, which for example are storages, you can funnel now, like you can funnel them easily now. So what Ifjak did on this base, for example, is he started with a nice funnel on the left side with the super goblin, and then hasted in some loons to get rid of this single inferno tower, which was like in the second layer, which he could not reach. Even though there are some walls missing everything, but he wanted to walk into this long channel, and with those walls, this pathing for the loons, for example, this was perfectly executed. Like the loons had direct pathing into the single inferno tower. Now the queen is getting onto the enemy royal champion. The enemy queen is still alive, so he has to like plan something for that. And what he's doing actually queen charge Lalo with the skeleton spell on the back end, which is not that common, to be honest. The next thing is, you guys wonder why exactly is he using a slammer. There's a hole in the base, so he's bringing the slammer into the town hall. Otherwise he would just use the blim for the town hall, which would work perfectly fine as well. Now he's getting into the base with a Lalo. Not too many hounds are needed in the beginning, to be honest. Now the slammer for the core, next, or the first lava hound over there. Now he needs to freeze the enemy scatter shot or use the warden ability pretty soon, because the scatter shot is locking on his healers, which on his loons, which is never a good thing. Meanwhile, the rage in the core, not 100% if it was needed, especially because there's like still the goblins in there to get rid of the town hall. But either way, he's deciding to use the rage in the core, and I mean, in the end, he will triple. So this means he was right with his decision. Meanwhile, the royal champion still has her ability left, using her ability right now to make sure that the last couple of defenses are dying. Queen is alive, but like I said, this attack normally works on this base pretty well. So nicely done over there. Never saw this before like that, and well, nicely done by Ifjak. This was the second triple with a different army. So let's take a look at the next attack which I have for you guys, which is once again going to be a different army. So next one is going to be on number 5, or like in war 5 on number 4. Yep, there we are. And on this one, he's going with Queen Charge Hybrid, and the plan is actually pretty sick, and he's trying to avoid those ground expos as long as possible. So what is he doing? He's starting off with the Yeti Blim, trying to get into this compartment to try to first off lure the clan castle out, and then clear something like this. With clearing all of this, this means he has like a straight pathing for his queen into the top side, and then once again check out the funneling goblins at the top side. He has brought some sneaky goblins, and all those storages, which normally are annoying as hell, getting easily cleared by those goblins. So nicely done, sending those goblins in, So in the end, he will just easily break his queen into the wizard tower, and with all of this stuff gone over here, his queen will path into this channel and get rid of the enemy town hall. So let's see how his queen will walk. And like I said, as soon as the queen is getting closer, and the wizard tower can be targeted, now here we go. Test wall breaker, next wall breaker, and he already opened up the compartment with the first wall breaker because of the rage. Now the queen is stepping in, everything is looking alright. Queen is stepping out of the rage actually, and this means he has to freeze the Inferno Tower once, which isn't too bad, but still, he has one more rage, one more freeze to go. The enemy single Inferno Tower is now locking on the queen once again. Another rage at the top side to keep his queen alive, and now from the bottom side, he's starting off with his hybrid. Heal early on, because there's like tons and tons of damage, especially with the bomb tower, the wizard towers and everything. Meanwhile, the queen ability at the top side against the last, or like the top side single Inferno Tower, and now the hybrid is getting deeper into the base. And the nice thing about that is all of those buildings are that tight over here, and there are no gaps in between, which means there can't be any spring traps. And the spring traps are one of the best defending traps, obviously, against those Hawk Rider or like hybrid attacks. So having this out of the way without having the possibility of too many troops are getting spring trapped away, this is crazy important. So yeah, this means this is going to be an easy triple for him. Royal Champion is getting targeted, unluckily, with all of the troops around, but still, this is going to be an easy triple. Last remaining building is going to be the workshop, and yeah, nice triple from EveCheck. That was the kind of the recap I wanted to do for Tribe. Like I said, I think the motivation will come back when it actually matters. I think I'm not 100% sure, since I'm getting confused by all of the like date movements, whatever, when the next qualifier will be, which means like the next Clan War League will be, which actually matters. I think it's going to be the next season. I don't know. I guess it will be somewhere on Twitter. But yeah, this means this was our season. Not too good. I hope all of you guys reached their goals in the Clan War League and were able to achieve as many medals as you guys needed. And well, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to use that creator code. Whoever you want to support. If it's me, thank you guys so much for the support. It's crazy, especially in those tough times. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys back tomorrow for another video. Until then, see ya guys, and bye bye.